Hey everyone! In this video we are going to talk about colors and about designs. We will have configurations and formatting that will apply to all the dashboard, and we will have configurations that will be applied to specific reports. We will see both. So we'll start with some general configurations regarding the colors that will apply to the entire dashboard. So here at the top we have the design dashboard. This will apply to all the dashboard. Don't forget to save, and you have also an option to reset to the default. So for the general we have here a couple of options. So the theme, for now it's light, and we have a couple of built-in themes. Let's examine a couple. So if I will click on the dark, then I will get our dashboard in dark colors. If I will go with, let's see, another one. So as you can see, our colors changed a bit here. It's in green color, for example, the titles, and let's see another one. For example, the blue. Now we will see that the titles here, for example, it's blue. Also the circle is in different color. Let's take the dark one. After it we have here item background color. I can insert here a color. Let's take, for example, for our example, let's take this, and dashboard background. I can take also background to the dashboard. So as you can see, the background of the dashboard is red and the background of the reports is blue. So you can also influence this. I will remove that. And if I have a design that I like, I can take the code and apply it in other dashboards. Maybe I will have to switch the images now because they have white background, so I will have to take one without background or something that will fit better to these colors. I will do it afterwards. We saw the general one. Let's go to the main. So we have here also background color. Let's choose something just to see the influence, and we have here also font color. So let's take something to see the influence. And I can choose also font here. Okay, and I can also choose size, and I can choose if I want it to be bold. Let's see that. Alright, so as you can see, it influenced the upper part. We can see the title here, the background, the font, and everything we defined. Let's make it back like this, but let's take a bigger font. I will take here 18 and I will do it as bold. Okay, perfect. Next tab we have here the items. Let's take here this to the background, and let's take this to the, and let's take this to the font color. And we can also define here our font, the size, the bold if we want, and the height of the title. So you can see that this applies to the tabs that we have here. To the tabs we have here also two more options. So I have the selected tab. So let's say that I want that the selected tab will be a different color. So let's put here different color to the selected tab. And now you can see that the selected tab gets a different color. Unselected tab. So here we have some configurations that applied to the same. As you can see now it's in blue. It was influenced first by the item, and then we saw that we can also influence this the unselected tab from the unselected tab configurations. So let's bring it back to be without colors. I prefer it like this. The unselected tabs, also the selected tabs. And let's say that we want that the font color will be kind of blue. And let's put it also as bold. Let's make the blue a bit brighter. Alright. We have here some more configurations. So we can also apply a couple of things on the grids. The grids, I remind you, are the tables. So we can apply fonts and colors to the tables. And actually this one is also important for us. I will tell you why. Because we want, for example, that the tables will be a bit smaller, that we will be able to see more. And we also want to hide this, the search line, and also the search here. So these things I am doing also from the design, from the grid tab. Let's look on that. So hide header row, I will check that. Hide filter row, I will check that as well. And you will see that this will make the filters disappear. Okay, so we don't have here anymore our searching filters for the columns and the main one. And let's also change the font. Let's make it Arial, and let's take smaller font size. Let's take 12, and you will see that this will make the tables smaller, and then we will see more information. So as you can see, the influence here of the size of the font was on the titles of the columns. We'll see after it how we can also make the size of the rows themselves smaller. Now let's check the colors of the grids. So I can take a background color and font color. So you can see that on the headers, the colors. We'll be able also to switch the background of this. We'll see that in a moment. So this is the grid design. I will change that back. And we have here date filters and select filters. We have also configurations for them. So this is a short brief on the design dashboard here. Now let's look on specific reports and how we can influence them. Also, let's rearrange a bit our dashboard in order to make it look better. So let's focus now on individual objects. So first, let's switch the photos here to be with dark background. So for this, I will go to the binding and I will go to the content and edit text. I will erase this and will insert instead picture with dark. Also here. Perfect. Now, as you can see that we have a difference a bit between the backgrounds. So let's say that we want that the background of this item specifically will be black. How we can do that? So we are going to the specific report. We are going to the options, and then we can go to the background image. We can upload here an image if we want, but we can also select here a color. So let's say that we want it to be black. So as you can see now, we have here black color to this one. Perfect. Let's make it also smaller, and I want to edit also here. I want it to be smaller. a bit. Perfect. We can also make the slicer a bit smaller. Alright, that's perfect. So as we saw, to edit the background of a specific report, we can just go to the report and do it from there. Let's try to do it also on this table, for example. I will click on the table, I will go to the options, and I will go to the background image. So I can also upload here image, and I can also apply here a color. So if I want it to be red, so now all the table will be red, all the report background will be red. So for individual items, you can go to the color just from the report. Now, when we edited the font size in the grid, it applies just to the headers. What if I want that the content itself will be smaller, the size of the font? So for this, I will go to the specific grid, I will go to the options, and I will go to the others. And in the others, I have some alignment configurations, and I have also font size. So let's do it 12. And now you can see that the content itself became smaller. Let's do it even smaller. So let's do it 10. If we want to see more data. So, alright, I will do it 10. Now another thing I can do, if I want that the default for results in page will be here, not 50 like here, but something bigger, this influence on how many results you will see in one page, and then you have the pages. If we want to influence the default value for the page, we can do it also from the design. We will go to the grid, and here at the bottom we have the page size, the pager size. So let's say I want to take 1000. If I will do this, so the default now will be 1000 per page, and this will make the pages here disappear because everything entered in the same page. Let's see it in the dashboard view. So as you can see now, everything is in the same page by default because I put 1000. So I will keep that. I like it. Now let's apply on the subcategories also the new size of the font, as we did in the products in the grid itself. Oh, I filtered by mistake. I will cancel it. I will go out from the view to the design mode. So I will go to the options and to the others, and font size I will put 10. Right, it will make the font smaller. Also the totals will be smaller, as you can see. Let's do it also here. Options, others, font size 10. Alright, this will make it smaller. And then, as you can see, we have here an option to resize the column width. Let's make the city smaller. We can also go to the totals design, and we have here how we want that to be: center, left, right, hide or show. Font size, we can decide what the font will be. We can decide if we want it to be bold or not bold. Let's put that even smaller. Okay, as you can see now the totals are a bit smaller. We can make this a bit bigger. So we saw some examples how we can edit the backgrounds, colors, fonts for specific reports, and we saw how we can do general things. Now I want to show you something more. Let's look on this, for example. As you can see, we have here the colors of the measures. We have the row cost is in one color, the sales amount is in other color, and we can also define that. So if I will go to the option and then I will go to color scheme, so I can see that I have here the color for each measure, and I can edit that color. So the sales amount is blue-gray, the net sales is in the red, and the raw cost is in kind of yellow. Let's change the raw cost to be in blue, but in different blue. Let's take darker blue. So as you can see now, the color was changed. We arrived that from the specific graph, but we can arrive this also from here. We'll go to color scheme, and then we can see all of our measures. If we will have here more color schemes, so we will be able to see this also here. Let's look now on our dashboard. It will look better also if I will hide the sales amount. So I remind you that we can do that from here, options, X, and then title of, because we rotate the angles, so we have to go to the y-axis because it's rotated. So title of, I will hide the y-axis as well, and let's also hide the grid lines. So let's save all the changes we did. Let's look on that on the viewer mode, dashboard mode. So it looks better now. Of course, we can go much more into the design, but for these lessons it's fine for me. So that's it for this lesson. We talked a bit about the colors, about the designing. In the next lesson we'll talk a bit more about the conditional formatting.